Doug and Joe.
Go, Doug.
All right. Do you want me to start us off?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Welcome to Hockey Wired. I'm Joe.
And I'm Doug.
And we're talking about the GMHL, the Greater Metro Hockey League. We're switching gears and we're focusing in on one league because this league's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this league's grown from 2006, from 17 teams at the beginning to, geez, I'm not sure how many they have now. And they
A
also
whole lot of teams.
And they have a West Division now.
They've expanded out west. There's a second expansion. I don't know if we can announce that yet.
Well, they're working on
rumors.
it. So
It's rumors right now.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted on the hot news on Hockey Wired. And so the Greater Metro Hockey League is an edition of a national championship event.
New news coming.
Dun, dun, dun. It's so cool how they're setting this up. Like with the NHL, they're completely different divisions and how they're setting it up. So does everyone else have to adapt. So tell us a little about the adaptation the GMHL is throwing at us.
Well, you read their press release.
So the Greater Metro Junior A Hockey League is proud to announce the addition of a national championship event. To conclude, you'll get your news like everybody else. The playoff-ending tournament will be the new top achievement awarded to the winner of the GMHL playoffs. So the tournament participants will include the West Division playoff champion, North-South Division playoff champion, and of course the hosting club. That's kind of like the thing. It's kind of like the standard.
So it'll be a 3-game tournament.
A 3-game tournament.
Awesome.
3-way. And this is the natural next step of evolution of the GMHL. Explained league president, my good friend, Bob Russel. We have become a truly national league to enhance the players' experience and increase the exposure. The exposure. It's a new word here on Hockey Wired. No, exposure of our program. We are excited to unify our teams with a national championship. Russell continued to explain that the event will connect the 3 divisions, which throughout the regular season play within their own group. Applications for hosting the first event were made in February 2021, and the GMHL is proud to announce that the Temiskaming Titans have been awarded the event. The tentative dates will be March 31st to April 3rd, 2022.
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
Temiskaming, always been a great club.
Solid club.
Out there near Quebec.
In Quebec.
And
on the other side of the river.
Quebec's a hockey peoples. They're a hockey. Those people.
That area.
Shout out.
That area is rich in hockey, in talent
and history, and a lot of great teams.
Ville Marie's up there now.
Ville Marie, when they came in the league, they took the league by storm. It was because one of the big reasons was because a lot of those players played with each other from day one till the juniors, and that makes a big difference in the dynamics of how you play hockey.
Absolutely.
So
that's exciting.
That's super exciting.
So with COVID hitting and ending the season, it ended the 2 years ago. I guess it ended the season while they were in the semifinals, right?
Put the brakes on.
Didn't even get to the finals.
Didn't even get there.
I guess it was the semifinals is 4 out of 7, and on the one side, Temiskaming. Always up there, right?
Always up there, doing well.
Yeah, they were playing the Bradford Rattlers, who's a team that's been around since day one. I think Temang was winning 3 games to 1 at that point. And on the other side was St. George.
And always seemed to be doing well as well.
St. George is a fairly strong center, yeah.
Good club there.
And they were playing the Niagara Whalers. And they
Whalers.
were up 2 games to 1, I believe, when it got shut down. Now, they tried to get stuff going last year.
Didn't work.
Yeah, I think they started up,
got shut right down, now.
I know the GMHL was working closely with the Ministry of Sport, regional public health boards, and that kind of thing. And they got the okay to go, and some of the teams up north did get to play a couple of games, but then everything got shut down on everything again.
Yep.
So the season was officially canceled not too long ago.
Yep.
But good things are coming. We see
Big things are
there's
coming.
there's a light at the
Yeah.
end of this tunnel. The next up for the GMHL is going to be their annual golf tournament and draft.
And Joe might have got a call from Bob Russell. Maybe you invited me. I don't know. I did. Thanks, Bobby. We'll see you there, buddy. Got my clubs ready.
You know, I've been to a few. They have the golf tournament down in Lefroy there. A great day golfing, meeting all the coaches and the owners and stuff of other teams, and then the next day is the draft.
The next day is the draft.
Yeah, and
Good food.
It's a good time. Sometimes there's good comedians.
Sometimes. Well, at least one year anyway, I heard. But
I
did that.
it's a time for teams to commit the kids by drafting them and making sure they're theirs, and there's
It can be a tense time though.
There's a lot
I've
of
seen
deals.
it.
There's
It's
a lot
like,
of
hey,
deals
that's
going
my
on.
kid. Why you got? I got that guy on my list. That's my guy. I've seen it. It's
well,
tense.
you know what? There's so many. I mean, this is why I like the GMHL. There are kids. There are literally kids from all over the world.
Everywhere.
There's hockey talent all over the world. I've coached many of them.
Yep.
When I've coached on the 3 teams that I coached in with the GMHL.
The Bulls, the Steam, and the Aces.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
little knowledge for you folks about this guy, the great Doug Taylor. Actually, good story. Doug Taylor was no longer with the Tottenham Steam. They had to replace him with 2 coaches, not 1, 2. Hence him getting his name, the great Doug Taylor. Go on. He hates talking about himself, but I love talking about him.
Well,
He's my friend.
You know what? Because again, like I was saying about this league and why I like it so much, and the players, the talent from all over the world. I mean, I've coached players from Japan, Australia, European countries, from everywhere, man.
Yeah, and
It's
I believe
amazing.
that the reason the GMHL is better, and I'm a little biased because that's where I got into the hockey world, is because this is more like the NHL. Because they're playing with such a wide range of players, not just Canadians, not just Canadian Americans.
Yeah, you get to see talent. You get to meet wonderful kids from all over the
Amazing
place.
kids.
So that's why I like the GMHL. I like seeing all those different styles of players and just the the hurdles you got to go to trying to coach them, because there's language barriers and stuff like that too, right?
Culture barriers, language barriers, but actually hockey is a universal language though.
It is to
Just
a point.
to a point.
I mean, there's lots of different systems and ways of things are going, and different areas play different ways, and you're trying to corral the whole team into one system type of thing.
Yeah.
But back to the point to the draft and people going, he's on my list. Well, you've got a world full of players, right? Sometimes you just don't know who's
where,
on
what.
people's lists and stuff like that, and you make a draft and you get called out on it and you got to change it. It's just,
That's it.
That's just
That's
part of
whoever
the
got
game,
him
right?
first, I
Part
think
of the
it's first
draft.
come, first serve, or whoever got the signed on the dotted line.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they work it out. I've never seen any like brawls, but I do see often.
You sign.
So
you
that's
sign.
my guy.
Well, then, you know what? Then that opens up if a team really wants a player, and
Maybe there's a
negotiation happens and that sort of thing too, right? So there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes on, for sure.
And your boy played goaltender.
Yeah, my
Fairly
son was
good.
in the league for 3 or 4 years. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And they've moved on a lot too. A lot of KHL alum from the GMHL.
Yeah.
Some NHL, not as much, but some NHL.
A lot of the kids will go like to college in the States, ACHL, NCAA, Tier 3, I guess
Yeah.
it is. Well, a lot of them will go to different college levels in the States.
Well, they get that extra year with the GMHL too to really develop.
Well, the Canadian kids do, because their junior ends at 20, and the GMHL allows the 21,
21.
which was great when they introduced that, because there's still that year of development, and they're just not quite there to be at college level, that sort of thing.
I compared it to the term red shirting, where they would in college bench a really good player in their early years because they know the potential, but they needed them to really mold them where they needed to go.
You know what?
That helps.
That happens a lot in the NCAA too.
Yeah.
it's a lot of first years and stuff like that are redshirted.
Redshirted.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a term. I'll look that up.
But kids have gone to Sweden and all sorts of different various levels of pro all around the world. Even the what's the pro league here in Canada that a lot of the teams are now linking up with. I can't think of the name.
No, we'll put it up on the screen there when we edit there. But you know, some great...
of the GMHL teams are affiliating with it. The Federal League.
The Federal League.
Bing.
The FHL.
Bing. The Federal League.
Is it Federal League?
I think so.
We're gonna look it up. We're gonna put it on the screen. But one thing I want to give a shout out to Jeff Zaire. Jeff Zaire owns the Platteville Lakers.
Yeah, it used to be London.
Used to be London. They
just
moved. Yeah, and
during COVID, I think.
What's the great thing about the GMHL too is if you ever want to own a team, there's potential there. This team is for sale or possible shares of the team. So contact Jeff Zaire, very good friend of ours, and I'm sure he'd like to hear from you if that's something you'd like to do. Because how cool would it be to own a team? That'd be like having Zoo Tycoon on your phone, but for hockey. But you'd actually have to do stuff.
Well, you know, I kind of left coaching for a while because it was getting much, and I moved further away, and COVID brought us further away. I had some offers to help coach some AAA minor and some other things. I ended up helping. I was scouting for the NOJ team up north for a while, but COVID hit, and
it hit hard.
What? Now I'm starting to miss it again.
Getting a little missy.
So
miss.
I'm looking forward to a full season coming back.
Yes.
Actually.
I mean, we've been watching the NHL, but we do have a special place in our hearts for the GMHL.
Yeah. So what's our next show? Our next show is going to be more about the draft.
More about the draft. Hopefully
happens.
Some footage from the golf tournament.
Hopefully it happens. And
as long as this unsanctioned show is approved by Bob Russel, and I'm still invited to the golf tournament, then we'll have some footage from there.
Well, maybe we'll hide in the bushes and just
maybe, yeah. We could do that. We could do that. It is a public course, so. But no, I'm sure I'll be fine. I think Bob would love to see this show and see us succeed.
And we'll try to post any new news. I mean, obviously you can go to the GMHL Facebook page.
Sure. Once it's sanctioned, though, I will be on the phone with Bob Russell and some of the crew there, and getting updates maybe quicker than the website, and actually maybe even have him on the show.
That'd be cool.
Like
Hopefully we take the show on the road.
Zoom him in. I can do that. I could put him right here, or I could put him here. I could put him here. I got some skills. I got some skills. So Hockey Wired is born.
Hockey Wired.
So tune in next week. What a great URL.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook. Tune in. Not spelled the same though. I think Hockey Wire is all that Facebook would allow us. But we'll put the links on the screen there. And for Joe and
Doug.
we'll see you next time.